tonight there is no topic, or maybe there are a thousands of topics, because tonight belongs to you guys. Every one of us has a story that sounds too crazy to be true, a coincidence that shouldn't have happened, a strange encounter, a near miss, a gut feeling that turned out to be right, a moment that changed everything. Maybe it was luck, or maybe it was fate, but maybe it was just a random chance. But whatever it was, it stays with you. Years later, you still tell the story. Years later, you still wonder what would happen if things had gone differently. Think about it. Your entire life is built on countless accidents. A person you met, a road you took, a job you accepted, a message you decided to answer. Only tiny decisions can completely rewrite the rest of your life. Tonight, I want to hear those stories. The stories nobody believes. The stories that still give you chills. The moment that made you stop and think, how did that happen? Now, the stage is open. It's open for any of you guys that want to join us and want to share the craziest story of your life or the most incredible thing that happened to you. Now, give me a moment so I can unmute my button, my brother.
What do you mean? And so the thing is, this is our show for tonight, and this is what we're doing for tonight. Okay, so stick with us at the Shits and Giggles show because I'm Joey Shits. There's my brother Milo Giggles, and together we make Shits and Giggles here on It's Not Okay TV, and we welcome you on open mic night. My brother, what do you think of that intro? I did a pretty good intro, bro. Did you hear it? Did you hear it?
Abruzzo, I couldn't have said it better than you. It was
You couldn't have, right?
speechless.
Right, and it was good. It was good,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Did it cover everything we were going to talk about tonight? Because I was a little worried about it. I didn't have time to prep for it and stuff.
99% of everything you said was accurate, and I'm kind of shocked you remembered all the details, man. Bruh, you were on the money.
I was a little worried about the but whatever part. I was a little worried about that. But whatever it is we choose, I was a little worried about it, but I did remember it. You know? So what's going on,
Abruzzo,
my brother?
man,
What's
I'm
going on?
doing excellent. I'm doing excellent. Just enjoying the day, hoping that you're having a great time there at your hotel. Let's call it.
My hotel patient. Yeah, yeah,
Man,
yeah. I'm having a hotel, a hell of a fine time. I meant to say.
yeah, five-star hotel. Man, let me throw a quick uh, invite into the chat because, like I said, like Joey said, today is all about the stories that you guys know, and we're gonna ask a couple of questions, see your part of the story. We're gonna share our part of the story, and if you have another question, something different, feel free to ask, or even better, join us on stage and ask the question or tell us the story. I think my brother froze for a little while. Hey, facts no fiction. How you doing? Welcome to the madness, man. Now, before Joey picks up again, uh, let me ask you guys how you guys doing. How's everybody? Let's
Okay,
see.
that didn't work. That didn't work. I tried to join it on YouTube because I can't see any of the comments. So I went to YouTube to check the comments. And Tara, what did you do to me, my brother? Tara's over there saying I can't hear Joey. No, nobody's ever said they can't hear Joey before. Joey's always heard. Joey doesn't shut up.
Must have been something on Tara's end because nobody else said anything about Joey.
No, right? That's what I saw too. I think Tara's just messing with me. I think she's yanking me a little bit because I saw it on YouTube, but I can't go. I can't go to YouTube to read the comments. Oh, can I read the comments here? I can read the comments here, can't I?
Yeah, you did that last time. Last time you read the comments.
Oh, oh, Jesus! What am I doing? What an idiot. Okay, okay, yeah. It says right here, brother. Tara says I couldn't hear Joey.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I have no idea what Tara must be something from your end, or because everybody else heard Joey just perfectly, right, guys? You heard Joey do the intro. I heard him do the intro. No, Tara.
I How you doing, Vinay, Icebringer, Facts No Fiction, Clinton, and Tara? How you guys all doing tonight, man? Everybody's doing good. I gotta figure out how to switch back and forth here.
Yeah. Tara, I have a question. Can you hear Joey now? It's all good. Look. Even Mihai says, "Oh, all good. Everything is okay."
Of course, it's all good. So Tara, don't listen to Tara. She's messing with us, dude. She's just messing with us. I think she's trolling us.
She says, "I'm busted."
Tara, we're messing with you. We're messing with you, kid.
Yeah, we're just messing with you. Actually, I was messing with Joey by turning his mic off because we had a little bit of a situation before we started doing the live. He said, "Man, don't get used to doing the intro because that's my stuff. I'm gonna do that after I come out from the hospital." And I said, "No, it's my stuff now." So I had to mute him so I can do the intro.
That's exactly what you did too, man. That's exactly what you did. I did pretty good with the miming though, right? Everything you said kind of no. You know, the funny part was you said "but whatever it is," and I was whatever. I said the exact same thing as you at the exact same time. I said "but whatever it is." It was the exact same shit. Oh man,
Yes,
go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
You were lying. I was the one that was lying. Well, let's jump into it. Let's jump into it and
Yeah.
start with the first question. Well,
Yeah.
what's the weirdest coincidence you ever experienced? Now I'm talking about a coincidence. Now let me start first. Let me start first. Well, I think the weirdest coincidence is in my life. It was the fact that I had a friend in kindergarten that was born on the same day, on the same month, on the same year, in the same hospital as me.
That's a hell of a coincidence.
And then we didn't just share the kindergarten class, we shared from first to eighth grade. So another 8 years in the same classroom by accident because you don't choose where you're gonna be. We ended up being very, very close friends. And after, I don't know, after eighth grade, he moved to another school. I went to another school. We kind of lost touch a little bit. But after maybe 10 years, something like that, when I started working at Mercedes, you know, I met Punk that sometimes join us in chat. I met Punk and I became very good friends with Punk. And one day, Punk was hitchhiking from Alba Iulia to Oradea. Now, Oradea is somewhere like 3 hours away from Alba, right? Around 3.5 hours away from Alba. He was hitchhiking. And it was two guys inside. They both caught a truck going to Oradea. And as they were riding, they started talking to each other. And the other guy asked Punk, "Man, where are you from?" Well, he's not from Alba. He moved to Alba a couple of years ago. And he said, "Man, I don't really know people here in Alba, but I do have a close friend here in Alba." He said, "Really? Who's that guy?" And he says, "Man, Milo giggles." He says, "No shit. That's my good friend as well from kindergarten and from school." They both ended up in the same truck. How is that possible? Impossible.
It's impossible, isn't it? Yeah, that's a
Impossible.
coincidence, man.
Yeah. And both very good friends of mine.
Man, you know what? Do you ever get connected? Have you ever got connected? The two
All three
friends?
of us?
All three of you?
No. We never went out. We never had drinks. We said that we must go out and have a drink together, but we didn't have the chance because, you know, Punk lives in Oradea right now. Now, my other friend lives here in Alba, but it's really hard to get together. Like I said, me and Punk probably get together twice, maybe 3 times a year. And sometimes I go to Oradea, sometimes he comes to Alba.
Punk is the one that you said you get trashed with.
Every time
you get trashed with him usually. A couple times a year, right?
Yeah.
Have I ever met him? Have I ever met him personally, Punk?
No.
I think I did once, right? Didn't you bring him around? Wasn't he here once? And you introduced me and said, "This is my friend from Aradia."
No, 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 no,
No,
no. I don't. No, 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 no,
I
no. I
thought I
don't think
did.
so.
No.
At your
The
place?
strangers. I'm not sure if it was at my place or whether it was out somewhere, but I thought you did introduce me to him once before. Blonde hair or something? No,
No, no, no.
no.
It's
Okay,
not.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I think my strangest coincidence was I was and I'm thinking a lot about it because I've had a lot of coincidences in my life, but this is probably the one that steps out the most to me. Man, I was a pizza delivery guy for not Pizza Hut, for Domino's Pizza. Domino's
Domino.
Pizza in New Jersey. Yeah, Domino's Pizza in New Jersey. I was a pizza delivery guy. This is going back, I guess, about 20 years ago. I was doing it part time as a second part time job, and I took an order of two large, if I remember correctly, it was two large pepperoni pizzas, which were fairly common, but at the same time, two large pepperonis. Not everybody orders those. And I took that thing, and I was in a hurry trying to get. It was a busy night. And I was in a hurry, and I grabbed the wrong order from somebody, and I ran out the door, and I ran to a address, and I knocked on the door, and I said, "Hey, pepperoni pizza, here you go, Domino's Pizza." And the people handed me the money, said, "Thank you." They said, "Wow." They said, "How did you do that so quick? We literally just hung up the phone like 30 seconds ago. We had just ordered the pizza 30 seconds ago." And I said, "No, no, no." I said, "I'm sorry, because Domino's has a half-hour policy. You have to have the pizza there within a half hour, or they get it for
Yeah,
free." Right?
yeah,
I
yeah,
said,
yeah.
"No, no, I ran this over because it's been like 25 minutes since it got, and I had to get it here in 5 minutes, but I got it just in time." So it's not. They said, "No, what are you crazy? We just hung up like 30 seconds ago from Domino's." And I said, "You ordered two large pepperonis, right?" They said, "Yeah, two large pepperonis." I delivered it to the wrong address, to exactly the same address, to exactly the same order they had just done. I mean, they had just ordered two large pepperonis, and I ordered it. It was totally across town, a different address, and these people paid for it. So I had to give the other people their pizza for free, obviously, because I didn't make it in 30 minutes to the other people. I grabbed the wrong slip. So their slip hadn't even come up yet. So yeah, it was pretty weird. It was pretty weird. I didn't even have the right slip. I had like a mushroom pizza thing and slip in my hand. I didn't even have the right slip in my hand. I went to the wrong address, completely, totally different. It was a wrong address. It was like I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like Millbourne Lane versus Millbourne Drive, and I went to the wrong street, and it just happened to be. That was one hell of a
Imagine.
coincidence.
Yeah, yeah, imagine the luck to get the exact same order. And you know what? I just something just sticked in my head. Amazon holds the record for the fastest delivery, right? I think it was a couple of minutes. Somebody ordered a coffee on Amazon, and the delivery guy was also delivering coffee, but to a different address. But he was in the exact same area where somebody else ordered a coffee through Amazon. And they told the driver, "Man, give the coffee to the other guy. We must take the fastest delivery ever and hold the record." But I think you just beat the guys. You beat Amazon. Because they had a
Yeah,
couple of
man.
minutes. You had like 45 seconds.
Whoa, you know something? I didn't even think about that. That could be a world record.
It
That
is a
could be a world record. I don't have the proof of that, though. I do not have the proof of that.
Hey,
Man, huh? Say what?
come home.
The podcast.
Your buddies.
Well, yeah. So, man, I'm switching back and forth to the chat over here, but I don't. My comments don't move, brother.
Yeah, only Vinay said that. Sorry, guys, I have to go. See you Thursday. Lots of love. Oh, thank you, Vinay, for
Okay.
showing up. And we will see you on Thursday. Bye bye.
Yes,
Have a great
indeed.
night.
Hey, we're supposed to do a hospital beach special on Thursday.
Yes, on
One's
Thursday.
from the beach and one's from the hospital.
Yeah, we're planning on doing a special episode, the Beach Hospitals podcast.
We'll let you guess which one's which. Who's going to be where?
We're not going to tell you which is going to be at the hospital and which is going to be at the beach. We're going to let you figure that out.
There you go.
Then Okay.
My brother, I'm gonna have to let you run it a little bit because I can't, I can only see you or the comments. But you're saying the comments didn't move at all?
No. The comments don't move because it's a very slow night tonight. We don't really
Ah,
have
okay.
people
I
joining
don't
in.
see.
Yeah. No. The
Okay.
comments are not. It's only Tara that's active. Vinay just left, and yeah, it's just a few people. But we are moving forward. Let's jump to the next question. Have you ever had a gut feeling that turned out to be right? A gut feeling.
All the time. All the time, man. All the time. My gut feelings turn out to be right 95% of the time. I think so does most everybody's. That's why they
Yeah,
say trust your gut, right?
but it has to be something a little bit with more spices on it, like avoided a very catastrophic event or something very
I'll tell you what, I shouldn't have. I can tell you more accurately where my gut feelings are wrong. I had a gut feeling I could jump that curb with the lime. I was wrong.
Look at
I
you
was
now in the
wrong.
hospital,
I could I could
completely
tell
wrong.
you I
I
could
think
tell you more where I'm wrong than I am right.
I think your gut feeling said, "My brother, you cannot do it," and you said, "I can do it."
I can't do it.
Mm.
Yeah. You know, you got that whole wheelbase, now I understand wheelbase. You know, when they talk about wheelbase, the distance between one wheel to another wheel, right?
Yeah,
Now I
yeah.
understand that. I did not understand that for the first 58 years of life. I understand that now. When you have little wheel in front, long board, and then little wheel in back, there is only so much you can go over and only so much you can go down because it will
Oh
get
yeah.
hung up like a little seesaw type thing because it doesn't have enough. You need a big wheel in the front to be able to. eh, It's all
Or
about physics, and now I understand why you got must do physics, kids, when you go to
oh
school.
yeah. Oh yeah, don't skip physics. I used to love physics, man. I used to love the physics class. Hi everybody, happy Tuesday. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you, Sina. We are all doing excellent here. Welcome to It's Not Okay TV. How you doing? How was your day? Is everything okay with you? yeah, yeah. Don't mind my brother. He's not on mute this time. He's just pretending. He's lying. He's lying. Man, like you said, when it comes to gut feeling, yeah, I think everybody has it. Everybody has it, and we usually follow it from time to time. Oh, I know. You need more momentum if you want to jump curbs. More momentum, more speed.
Oh, I needed a lot more speed.
Well,
A
I know.
lot
I know
more.
you have. I know you have a lot of these things on this question, but I want you to choose wisely, right? Now, what's something that happened to you that you still cannot explain?
Oh man, there's always the same one that comes up to me, and the same one I told it in one a couple of months ago. You know, and it's the same one. I mean, there's a lot of things that I can't explain in my life, but the one with me sitting on the edge of the bed in California, or in Hawaii rather, in Hawaii, that was the one that really got to me, where I don't believe in God. You know, I don't believe in that stuff. And one day I had a beautiful job and all that. I told you this story many times, my brother.
Yeah.
So it was basically, I don't believe in God. And at the same time, long story short, I just sat at the end of the bed. I had a beautiful job, paid great, all the good things in life, all the wonderful things to say. And I just sat down. I was alone. I was single, and I sat down at the edge of the bed and I said, "Man, I love my life right now, but I'm alone and I can't stand it." Long story short, man, like I said, I don't believe in God. I don't believe in this. I said to myself, I wish it would change. I needed to change. Tears started coming to my eyes for no reason. I had everything by the balls, man. I had all the things I could possibly want, but I was lonely. And man,
Yeah.
it wasn't about 30 seconds later, a couple seconds later, the phone rang. Bam! My project manager calls me and says it's going to be all right. And blah blah blah, and asks me blah blah blah, the whole nine yards, talking about all kinds of things, and it was talking about God and everything else and everything. It was just a really bizarre course of events to have happened. And then fast forward 1 month later, September 11th happened,
Yeah.
cut down the business in the hotels and everything. And I lost my job. I lost everything. I lost it all. But what I did do is I met the girl that brought me to Romania. I
Yeah.
did meet my my wife at the time. You know, I met my wife, and she was there on a student visa in that 1 month's time. So God listened to me. If there is a God, I mean, that's the kind of things I cannot explain. That's the kind of thing in my life that makes me go, wow. There has to be something more that influences, because that was a heartfelt tear for me. I don't cry. I'm not a crier. And that was a heartfelt tear that I had on the edge of that bed that night. And then that phone call, and then September 11th. And but in the course of that, meeting the girl who made me not lonely, but giving up the money, giving up the 5-star life. And here I am in Romania. And a long story after that. So I'd have to say that's the most bizarre thing that has happened to me ever in my unexplained thing.
Yeah,
And
man.
it's the one thing that always stands out. And you?
On everything that you just said, I just want to add something that I believe that there's a price to pay for everything, for anything, right? Like you said, you were lonely and you wanted that to stop. You
Yeah.
had to pay the price. You had to pay the price. You're no longer
Yeah.
lonely.
Yeah. But
You're no longer lonely, but you had to pay the price for it.
yeah, well, here's where I'm mad at God. He can create Google, but he can't make a fucking Google Translate to translate the human fucking emotion and meaning. I meant I was lonely in the life I was doing, not fuck up my life and then give me a girl. No, 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 no. I had more than enough money to find a girl. I didn't need the girl. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But it turns out that I wanted somebody to share. I was sitting in Hawaii, my third time in Hawaii, and I was alone, 3 times alone in Hawaii, with nobody to share these stories with, nobody to talk about, nobody to walk the beach with, nobody that meant anything anyway. You know what I mean? Nobody to
Yeah.
do anything, things like this. So I was like, that's what I wanted. I wanted somebody to join me in my life, not fuck my whole life up to put a girl into it. See, that is a bad translation right there. That was a bad translation on human desire.
Yes, yes,
Bad.
yes.
He is fallible, man. He is fallible.
Man, I I had at one point, I don't know, I think I was 16, 17, something like that. And for the next 3 years of my life, man, I could find money on the street at least once every 2 weeks. But good money, not 10 lei, not 50 lei. I was finding hundreds of lei. I was finding $50, $80, 100 and something dollars. Like at least once every 2 weeks, I used to find money on the street, just walking around, money there, walking around, money there. I was like, babe, this is awesome, this is great.
Yeah,
I could live like this.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah,
But then,
yeah.
then I,
That,
start, I started work. I started working when I was 18, right? And I still could find money. It was the same thing for like 3 years. I was living the life, having a salary and having money extra, you know. But then something happened. This day, I
start
remember.
losing money.
No, no, oh, that's after. But I do remember this day. I was walking down the boulevard, and two girls stopped me. I said, "Man, do you have to give some money for a non-profit organization?" And I said, "What's the non-profit organization all about?"
Chase of
And
the
they said it's all about sports and dancing and stuff like that. And I said, "Man, I can give some money for that. I can give money for sports, no problem." And I gave her 50 lei. 50 lei. I said, okay. She wrote me a chitanță, right? A factura for the money that I gave her. And I walked down the boulevard and I found, so I gave her 50 lei. And 100 meters lower on the boulevard, I found on the street 70 lei. I was like, great. I made my money back plus 20 lei. That's awesome. The next day, I found another 100 lei on the same boulevard. And that was it. After that, no more money on the street. I started losing money. I was getting my salary twice a month, right? I had money the first week, then a week without money, then the other half of the salary came. I had money for a week, and then another week without money. I was like, "But this is impossible. This is impossible." And it went like that for a couple of years until I decided to leave Romania and move to Germany. After I moved to Germany, everything changed, everything balanced out. But here in Romania, I was losing it. I was like, this is not right. This is not right. I'm not used to living like this.
It's not okay. It's not okay. Well, actually, that story reminds me of another unexplained thing that I could do. I could tell you about another if you want me to indulge you. But I could also tell you about one that just happened. Some lady telling me to keep my mouth quiet because she can't hear on her telephone. But meanwhile, she's doing the same thing I'm doing, and I'm supposed to listen to her.
Eh,
Unexplained bullshit. She keeps giving me all these dirty looks like I'm talking too loud. I'm like, touch, touch, touch. She asked me for what's the solution to make this happen. I said, there is no solution. Shush, shush, shush. That's the solution. I'm in the middle of a show. I told her, shush, I'm in the middle of a show. You're
Get
talking to your
100.
daughter. Leave me alone.
Yeah. And, and
So,
I hate it.
man,
I hate it when people do that. Can
yeah,
you not be too loud? Man, walk away if I'm too loud for you. Walk
walk
away.
away. You got a place to go over there. Yeah.
There's plenty of
No,
other
she
places.
wants me to walk away. Yeah. So listen, real quick. Let me go into that unexplained thing. Yeah, I had another very bizarre thing that happened. I don't believe in astrology very much, horoscopes.
Are
And
you
I was
sure?
reading a horoscope paper. Yeah, I was reading in a horoscope paper one time. Now I can have the dates wrong. I'm just going to throw out some dates here because I don't exactly remember the exact date. But it was like I read a horoscope said, "Hey, April 15th, very specific. It was this specific, unexplainable shit. On April 15th, your life is going to turn to gold. Everything you touch, you cannot lose. Everything will go your way from April 15th, specific date." And then it said on August 12th, specific date, everything is going to reverse and it's going to go bad for you from there on in. Everything. So I had from April 15th to like August 12th. Now those days I might be wrong, but you know what I'm saying, right? So it said exactly those specific. Dude, on April 15th, I ran into a friend who on exactly that day, I ran into a friend who helped me make like $1,000 in like 10 minutes of work. 10 minutes of work. That was it. I said, but this is nice. And that $1,000 turned into some more money, And then, I mean, everything I touched for the next, all through the summer. Now, I lived at the ocean. I lived at the ocean. So I used to go down to the ocean. I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. I lived on the ocean. So when I would go down to the clubs on the ocean, on the piers and everything, going out drinking. And man, I met so many cool people out in that thing. And one day I don't know if you ever heard of a group called the Spin Doctors, but
No.
Princess kneel before you. Guts in your head now. Wishes that adore you.
I
Oh
know
man,
this
it
one.
was
Yeah, I know this one. Yeah, I know the song. Yeah.
yeah. So their manager, who was a beautiful blonde girl, I met there at one of the things. I was drunk. She was drunk. We were dancing. She learned I was a ballroom dance teacher. She learned. I told her in our conversation, and she wanted to do the tango on the pier. And we were doing the tango on the pier, and I fell. I tripped all over myself because I was drunk. But one thing led to another. Dude, on this particular time, this thing went great. I ended up dating her, a state trooper, and a FBI agent. They were all three friends hanging at the bar. And I was dating all three of them at the same time, and all three of them knew about each other. It was beautiful, a beautiful summer. She had a Porsche. I was driving her Porsche around, leaving my car with her and driving her ticket. It was like the best summer of my life. And then exactly on that date of August 12th, I was working and I got bit by a brown recluse spider
Boo.
and I lost my ability to walk. And I had to go to the hospital. I had my foot put in a cast. Had to wear a cast for 6 weeks. I lost my job. I lost the girl. The summer was over. Didn't make any money. The whole thing, exactly to those dates, like that horoscope said. It was specific. And I didn't do wrong the whole summer long. Couldn't do. That is unexplained to me. That is unexplained to me. I've got a few. I've got a few things that are just. I mean, I could do a whole podcast on unexplained shit to me because it's incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah,
So I'll stop there.
That's what I said
Good.
when
I
I
drove
said
her away. She can't
when I
take it no more. She can't take it no more. She's
she
all
moved.
stressed.
She moved,
She's
right?
all stressed. Yeah, she's all stressed.
It's okay. She's just having a cigarette now to calm down. It's all good. man, that's why I warned you before I asked you this question. I said, I know a lot of things happen to you, but choose wisely.
Oh
Man,
yeah, I could do almost a whole show on shit that shouldn't be with me. That's true,
let,
but they are.
let me go to the comments a little bit. We have Sina
Yep.
here saying that companionship is what you needed, my brother, not money. You had plenty of money, companionship. And
He's right.
that's a little bizarre how things turned out for you.
Yep.
Tara says, Joey, you got the magic touch for money.
Had.
Had, not have, had.
Hey, yeah, Chaz. Chaz. Look, I just called him Chaz.
Chaz, how you doing? I all hope everyone's well. Yeah.
I've heard of the spin doctors.
Yeah, she did. I didn't hear. I didn't remember the name, but I knew the song that you were singing.
Joey, I hope you're recovering well, bud. Hi. Chez, let me tell you something. I was in the hospital room this morning. And a doctor came in. And you know, if you're listening, Dr. Radu, because he subscribed to our channel. I got him to subscribe to our channel, Dr. Radu. Okay, if you is listening, Dr. Radu, you have got a set of balls on you. Let me tell you something, my friend. You came into that room. You crossed your legs, just like I'm crossing my legs. You came into the room and you. Oh, if Renee were here, I could give her some towage on the good foot, but she's not here. She left, so no towage. So anyway, Dr. Radu, listen, if you are here listening, I got to say this to you. You came in speaking to me all friendly, all nice. I think you're a heck of a guy. You're a nice guy and everything. You're talking to me saying, da, 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 da. You're even talking about how you want to cut the back of my leg. I'm like, yeah, that's okay because you're cool and da, 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 da. So the next time you choose to leave this hospital without saying goodbye to me, we got an issue, you and me, Mr. Radu, Dr. Radu. We got an issue because I sat here all day waiting for the doctor to come back and talk to me. He didn't come back and talk to me. I ran up to my room to say goodbye to Dr. Radu. And I said to the nurse, I said, where's the doctor in the green coat? He went home. I said, where the balls on this guy? Come over acting like my friend and shit and then crossing legs and talking to me on the end of he sat in my bed. Do you know what you gotta do to sit in my bed, guy? Do you know what you gotta do?
You gotta be somebody.
But if you're ever in this hospital, Dr. Radu is the guy to go to. I got to tell you. So thank you if you're here, Dr. Radu. Thanks for the subscription. Thanks for subscribing, and thanks for all that you do, my brother, my friend. I told him, I said, I got to stop calling you man. Because I said to him, I said, man, are you a doctor yet? Because I wasn't sure if he was a doctor or like a student or something. He says, no, man, I'm a doctor. I said, well, I got to stop calling you man, dude.
Yeah,
I got to stop calling you man, dude.
You got to start calling him Doc. Hey, Doc, how you doing?
Doctor, yes, yeah, man. They deserve the respect of it. Especially when they're in their work. You know, if I met them outside of work, it would be, hey, Radu. But in hospital, it's doctor, man. You deserve your respect. You put the work in, right?
They lost 10 years of their life just in high school and doctorates and hey.
That's right. So I shouldn't call him man. So that I lost that. So if you're watching, Dr. Radu, I'm doing my best. I did my best. Go ahead, my brother. I'm sorry.
Man, have you ever narrowly avoided disaster? A disaster, man. For me, it happened only once. I was driving to the seaside right here in Romania, and there's one part of the road where we're climbing uphill, right? And the road is 2 lanes as you're going up, 1 lane if you're going down, and they're separated by concrete blocks, right? So you cannot switch lanes. Only if you're going up, you have 2 lanes. If you're going down, you have 1 lane. That's it. and everybody waits for that part because you know how it is here in Romania. You always have the slow drivers in front of you, and you barely wait to so you can pass them, right? And everybody left. Huh? So I was behind a couple of slow drivers, and I was waiting for that part of the road to come. And the moment the road started to have 2 lanes, I jumped and I started passing the guys. And as I was driving, I only saw the hood of a car coming down on my lane, on the second lane of going up. Because of the concrete slabs, it was a curve, and I only saw the hood of the car coming down, and I was like, bleh. I was doing 90 kilometers an hour. I had the car on my right. I had that one coming towards me. We were 4 people inside the car. I was like, bet this is gonna be a disaster. But the interesting thing about it, the moment I saw the hood of that car coming down on my lane, it's like it was probably around 10 seconds, 15 seconds, something like that. But in my head, I had time to think the fact that it's 4 people in the car, the fact that we're gonna have a collision. How am I gonna handle it? I was watching the hood of the car coming down, coming from the curve. I could see the whole car. And it was, for me personally, it was like 45 seconds to a minute easily to think
Slow
everything
motion.
over. Yeah, slow motion. I went on lane number 1. I avoided the accident. I have no idea. I shouldn't have time to do that. I shouldn't have time to do that. But somehow, I had enough time to pass the guy on the right, go on the first lane, and avoid the accident with the other guy.
You
Impossible.
is a good driver.
Man,
It was not impossible because you did it.
I did it. I did it. It was
Yeah,
possible. I
yeah.
saw it doing. I was there. I saw everything, but in slow motion. Everything was slow motion.
Man, my battery went to 20%, my brother. So I'm going to stick with you another 5 minutes before I have to cut out of here for a while, and then hopefully it might take me 5 or 10 minutes to get an elevator up or walk the 4 flights. Because I mean, look at how far up I gotta walk if I can't on a foot like that.
But they should
So,
have left you
but
on the first floor, on the ground floor.
no, that would make things too easy. That would make things too easy. We must do things difficult here in Romania. That is the rule of life. So it makes you a stronger person. So listen, I got a few more minutes to stick with you guys, and then I'm going to bug out of here and get upstairs and plug my phone in and try to join you from my hospital bed if I can. Because
Yeah.
one roommate talks Turkish, so he talks Italian. He doesn't understand a word I say. He talks louder than I do, so screw it. I'm not worried about him complaining. Then the other one
Oh,
talks Gypsy, and
look,
I'm not worried about him. Yeah, yeah. And the other one had his feet operated on, both feet, so he can't get up and slap me or nothing. So he can just stay in bed and complain all he wants. I'm not worried about it. Yeah. So, and besides, I offered them both a snack and they didn't take it. So screw them. They don't want to eat my snacks. You know what?
man,
They don't want to eat my snacks.
that's
So,
not nice.
all right, man, I can't get into that conversation with you because it's too long of a conversation. Things that have happened that should have been a catastrophe that didn't turn into a catastrophe for me. Again, it's my life. It's my life, man. It's one after another, after another, after another. But I'll give you a brief one. We were on how do you say that road? Transpenia
The
Highway, that really curved.
trans
Transfalgarian.
Transfiguration.
Yeah, that one. So that one, that real curly one like this. Well, it dips down. You know how it is, right? And it goes way up high into the mountains, and there's the side of the road, and you got just a straight drop, right? So we pulled
Yeah.
over to the edge one day. My mother, my son, me, my wife. We pulled over to the edge to take a look at the view, and it was a guardrail. You know, the kind of guardrail that you're not supposed to cross because that's why they call it a guardrail. You know,
Yeah.
they to guard you from going past that line, right? But me being me was like, oh, but this is so beautiful. I feel I can get a better picture. And
Yeah.
about 1 meter, which is about 3 feet from the edge of this guardrail, which just dropped off, there was a solo piece of land that was about 2 meters to 3 meters big circle, kind of came up off of a rock kind of thing, right? And I said, I can make that. And I went to jump it, and I jumped it. And when I jumped, thank God, thank God, it should never have happened. My feet, when I jumped, one foot got caught on the back rail, got caught in the back rail when I jumped, and it made me kind of stumble. And had
Yeah.
I gone, if I had gone on the other side, I was down 2,000 feet, with nonstop, with like no stop, and my foot, and I jumped, but it was too late. I was midair, and I had like a 3 foot jump to make. I was midair, and I made the jump, and thank God, my left foot hit first, and it stuck like fucking like somebody threw some, like those nailers, those electronic nailers, poof, and it was like my foot did, like somebody nailed my foot into the ground, and it was like. Poof. I didn't move. I didn't slide an inch. My foot just stuck there. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I stood up and I looked, and I was only 6 inches from the edge of this thing. I should have went right down to a couple thousand. Yeah. So that could have been a catastrophe. That should have been a catastrophe. That was not a catastrophe, with my entire family watching me. And to this day, they'll tell you, they'll look at you and go, you is an idiot, Joey. You is a major, major idiot for that. Oh, yeah. And I have to agree with them. The hard part was getting back, though. The hard part was getting back. It was only a 3 foot jump, but me was too scared. My heart was going like this, and I was afraid to jump that little. You ever climb a tree or something? You ever get somewhere, and you're like, you got there, but then you're afraid to go back because it's so scary getting there? Well, that's how it was. I was so scared getting there. I didn't want to go back. I didn't want to jump that 3 foot jump back, even though there was hands outstretched for me, like, oh, we got you. But straight out of a fucking movie, man. Straight out of Sylvester Stallone movie. We got you, grab my hand, like cliffhanger or some shit. I was like, no, I saw how that ended for the girl. I saw how that ended for the girl. No, I do not trust you guys. None of you.
Jesus, no, like you said, climbing trees. I used to climb a lot of trees when I was younger, and the same thing. Going up, no problem. Going down, hey, no. That's a lot harder. That's a lot harder to do, man.
Oh, what's the chat saying over there, buddy?
Hey, you know what you gotta do to sit in Joey's bed? That's coming from the doctor. Sometimes
something that involves surgery. I is a surgeon, my brother. I is a surgeon.
Hey.
Talks gypsy in the home of gypsies. Gasp. Hey, there you go. Listen, my brother. I'm gonna have one more cigarette with you, and then I'm gonna cut out.
Okie dokie, smoky. Man,
what you got for us?
Yeah, I'm curious, man. I don't get that. I don't get this one. He talks gypsy in the home of gypsies.
Yeah, because I live with the gypsies.
Oh, because you live in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Well, he's not in his neighborhood.
I'm not in my neighborhood. I'm in a neighborhood that they should not be in. But they are. Hey, we here at It's Not Okay TV are not prejudiced against gypsies. Just want to let you know that. Not all. Just some.
Some. Just some.
Some. Not all.
Man, have you ever met someone who changed your life completely? Completely.
Oh, come on. You know the answer to that.
The chat doesn't.
Of course I have. Of course. Everybody we meet, almost everybody we meet can change our life, has the potential of changing our life completely, right? So, like, Alina changed my life.
Yeah, changed the life, but not completely. On your end, Kashmira, she did change your life completely. Yeah.
Roxana changed my life completely. She took me out. She basically took me out of America by introducing me to Romania, right? Although it was Kashmir at the end who brought me here, Roxana first introduced me to Romania, right? Changed my life completely. Plus have sons. Have 2 sons. Changed my life completely. So, I think so. The guy that introduced me to that cabling job where I've traveled the States changed my life completely at that moment. It gave me memories that last me for a lifetime. So I think we all probably have 2 or 3 or 4 people who have been pivotal in our lives at one point or another. Maybe they didn't change our lives forever, but they've changed our lives for years into a complete different manner.
yeah, in a significant way. Yeah, I have to say that the guy that actually helped me move to Germany the first time, that guy changed my life completely, quite significantly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, by helping you get to Germany, helping you change your life, by helping you do that, he played a significant role in your life, of course.
Even though he was an asshole, I'm
That's
just
beside the point,
just
man.
kidding.
That's
That's
that's beside the point, man. I'm an
yeah.
asshole. You know, I'm an asshole. I get that. I get that. But assholes can do good things sometimes.
He was a different type of asshole. You're a different breed of asshole. Two different things, man.
Oh, I'm the bleached kind. I'm the bleached kind. He was the dirty kind. I
Yeah,
get you.
yeah,
I
yeah,
understand.
yeah,
I,
yeah, yeah.
I
Exactly,
understand.
exactly. He was the dirty kind of asshole. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, but other than that, I when when I meet new people, I like to take things from everybody, right? When we speak, and maybe he knows something that I don't know. Maybe he pops an idea into my head that probably I will follow, right? So yeah, everybody I met has a saying in my life. I take something from everybody when it comes to their
You never took
lifestyle.
nothing from me, bro. You never took nothing from me. I'm a little insulted by that if I must say so myself in a way. You
Hmm.
know, after all the years I've been with you, man, I see is that absolutely zero that you've taken from me. Absolutely zero.
Zero. See, that's the thing. You
Zi-
don't see it. You don't see it through my eyes, but I see a huge difference. I see a huge difference
Yeah,
because
English, English, English.
exactly, exactly, exactly. And before I met you, I could not start a podcast. I was not able to speak that good. So after I met you, I started
What makes you
learning.
think you still can?
More and more.
What makes you think you can? I mean, you haven't seen the comments about you about being the Russian Dracula and shit.
Well, that's accent, my brother. That's not words. It's
Oh,
accent.
oh,
We're talking about something different. Wait a minute.
touche, touche. My bad, my bad.
Yeah, they're not saying, man, we can understand what you're saying. They're saying, man, look, the Russian vampire. Man, I actually did a little bit of digging today on a conspiracy theory because I found something out. In 2003, there was a family that actually dug out a person from their family, got his hot heart from the grave, burned it, made it into a juice, and drank it because he was hunting them after he died.
Yeah,
It's an
yeah.
interesting story, and I want to do a video on it. And it was here in Transylvania, of course, close to.
You should do a story on it. And I also want to point out Mihai. I mean, this freaking guy. He thinks he's a genius, and I got to kind of admit to him. I got to kind of admit to him. It worked. It worked a little bit. Yep, yep. But he didn't put it in once. He put it in twice. So the algorithm thinks he's like real active. He said the same thing 2 times in a row. So yeah, that's how he gets me my Temu shit, man. He fucks with it. He's like, bap, 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 give me my money. Give me my money. That's how he does it, man. I figured it out.
Man, we really do appreciate that you're here, even though you're with your godfather and God.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Man, you should do that stuff, that conspiracy thing, my brother.
But yeah. I was actually thinking about it. I was actually thinking about it today. Of course, it was in Transylvania. Of course, it was. Who else thinks about vampires except Transylvania and most of America?
Yeah, you know, I talked to when I first moved to Romania and said I was moving to Transylvania. This is not a lie, dude. This is not a lie. This is a true story, and it's a short story. I was moving to Transylvania, and I talked to somebody. I forgot where they were from. They were from the Midwest somewhere. I forgot exactly. Or actually, not even the Midwest, like Nevada or somewhere in that area, New Mexico or something. And I had said to them, "Hey, I'm moving out to Transylvania." You know, and I'm moving out to Transylvania to be with a girl. And they said to me, "Where's Transylvania? Is that out by Hollywood somewhere?" Yeah. And they were not being like silly about it. They were really, you could see the bafflement on their face. Oh, really? Where's Transylvania? Is that out by Hollywood or somewhere? And in California? Yeah,
Yeah. Cuckoo. I think they were
Hey,
confusing
listen,
it with Pennsylvania.
listen. I got to bid farewell to you guys. I hope to catch you back here in about 10 minutes. I hope. If not, then bid you farewell, my brother. What time you leaving in the morning or tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'm gonna be leaving at night, somewhere
At night.
around 7, 8.
Okay. All right. So if for any reason, I don't get back to you for whatever reason, medicines or whatever, then I will talk to you before you get out of here. And the rest of you, I got nothing but love. I would do the thing, but I'm holding a phone. So put the other. It's not a broken heart. It's a half of it's that right there. It's the heart. Okay. So I'll try to get back to you in about 10 minutes. Best of luck. Ciao, ciao.
Okay. Ciao, ciao. Hey, Icebringer, where you at? Man, click that link. What you doing? Click that link. Jump on stage a little bit. We have a couple of questions that you need to answer. Don't be afraid to click it. Nothing bad is gonna happen. Just do it. Well, before Joey comes back, if he can, I'm at work, sir. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, at least I tried, I tried. I'm just saying. Let's move on to another question. Man, if you're at work, you can answer in chat, What's the luckiest thing that ever happened to you? Man, in my opinion, in my situation, I think the luckiest thing that happened, I don't experiencing life in Germany, because I was used to living alone. I used to take care of my own stuff. I started working when I was 15, only in the summer. In the summer break from school, I used to work and do my own thing, right? And I thought I was badass. I was able to take care of myself. But then I moved to Germany. And that's when I started to see how it is to actually live by yourself when you don't know anybody there. There's nobody there that you can trust. There's nobody there that can help you, And that's when I first started living alone. And I think for me personally, that was a good thing because I've learned a lot of things uh, about living alone. Because as long as you are surrounded by friends and by family, you're never actually alone. You always have somebody that's gonna have your back, that's gonna help you in situations, somebody that you can call and is gonna be there for you in a couple of minutes. But when you move to a different country, hey, there's nobody coming too fast for you. No. So yeah. Hey, Sora, how you doing? Way to go, Milo. Thank you, Sina. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Iceman, does your employer know you're in a live stream? The employer must never know that. Never. If you're willing to let me run off as I need to for maybe 10 minutes at a time, I can. Yeah, you can do that. No problem. Where do you want to run off? Sina, they do not. They don't ask questions since I come to work in a toga. Yes, you did. Nobody asks questions. That's the best thing to do. Sora just finished the dance classes. How was the dance classes, Sora? Everything okay? Sure. Let's see. What's the biggest risk you've ever taken? The biggest risk. Man, crypto. I think crypto. That was one of the biggest risks because I don't like to take risks with money. But with crypto, I said, but let me give it a shot. I lost a couple of money. I'm not gonna cry about it, but it was quite a big risk and a very, very small return. So no, that was not okay. Do you believe everything happens for a reason? In a way, yes. But 80% of the time, no, not really. I don't believe everything happens for a reason. I think we make 80% of the things that are going to happen, we make it happen. The other 20%, it's not in our power to control. So that's when everything happens for a reason. But 80% of it, I think it's our own willing. We're going to do it. We decide on what's going to happen. I think that actually we create everything that's going to happen to us. I have another interesting question here. What's a mystery from your life that remains unsolved? And this is quite a tricky one because I don't even know what to say about it. I think I was 14, 15 at the time, and I was at my cousin's place, and he used to live in a old house, very, very old house, but nice house. Imagine the ceiling of the house was like 4 or 5 meters high. You could actually have another man, it could be first floor and second floor in the same room. Not a problem. It was that high, the ceiling. So on top of the ceiling, of course, it was the attic on top of the whole house, and it was a very long house. It had like five rooms, one after another. So if you wanted to get to the last room, you had to pass all 4 rooms so you can go to the last one. And one day we were sitting in the kitchen, and the kitchen was the first room of the building, and from the kitchen you could go up into the attic. And we were just chilling at the table, talking, and all of a sudden we heard some noises in the attic, something like stomp, boom, 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 some noises, and then on the stairs down we could hear something like a barrel or something rolling down the stairs, going like boom, 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 and then hit the door. It wasn't a big hit, but it was noticeable. And I said, maybe something fell down from the attic. Let's go check it out. Now, the interesting thing about it is that when we opened the attic door, there was nothing there. Nothing. But we both heard the sound. We both heard the noises coming down the stairs and hitting the door. But when we opened the door, nothing there. So that's an unexplained thing that remains unsolved to this day in my life. So yeah, I have no idea what happened there. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Yes. Sina says, wow, dance classes, that's awesome. Yes, Sora is a dance teacher. I put my own business, that was a risk. But, man, a business is always a risk. You cannot be 100% certain that it's gonna work or you're gonna be successful or not. It depends a lot. Hey, welcome back, brother. How you doing?
But can you hear me okay, you guys?
Oh yeah. Oh, the mics are abruzzo.
But I didn't use the mic. It's my phone, man.
No, it's the headphones mic.
There's
Headphones.
microphone in these headphones?
Oh yeah. They have microphones. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, 100%.
100% sure. So you can hear it. You can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear.
Can
I
you hear
can
the
hear
guy
you.
behind me?
Yeah, let me activate your noise cancellation a little bit. Maybe that's gonna help. Okay, let's see how that is.
You mean to tell me these things had a microphone the whole time? These ones?
Yep,
It sounds a lot different. You say?
yep, a lot better than than the phone mic. It's a lot. It's a lot cleaner.
I would use them outside too.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, well.
yeah. Yes, it's all about choices. It's all about choices in your life. Yes. It's not about destiny or fate. It's about choices. I think it depends on the mindset. Yeah, yeah, I'm with you. If you believe it for a reason, maybe it helps motivate you, give you strength to continue. Yeah, 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 but at the same time, makes you wonder. Makes you wonder. Loud and clear, Joey. Loud and clear.
Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Well, I did not know these things had microphones on them. I could have been downstairs. But listen to this guy yelling behind me. Can you hear him?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We do hear him on the background, but we hear you better.
It's not disturbing.
No, no, no. It's okay. It's okay.
Because I don't know how to say. I don't know how to say shut up in Italian.
Italian. I almost told you, but no.
Tutte,
You don't do that to Italians, man. That's how you start a fight.
I don't know what to say. What can you do? All right, what did I miss?
Man, we talked about a couple of things like the biggest risk you ever taken. Do you believe everything happens for a reason?
All right. Let's go
And-
past those. Let's go past those ones then, because I don't want to get all fired up in that if you already covered those.
Yeah, yeah. And what's a mystery from your life?
That we what?
A mystery from your life that remains unsolved.
Why is my pecker so short?
I think you gotta ask your mother.
I think that's my mother's fault. Yes, and a couple times I wanted to slap her for it, but then everybody tells me that's wrong to do. You can never slap your mama. So,
No.
but she deserves it. She deserves it. She would deserve it if I walked and went, Papa! And if she said, "What's that for?" I'm gonna say, "You know why? You know why."
You know why? Yeah. Man, how about deja vu? What can you tell us about?
Well, who can tell?
You know what deja vu is, right?
Yeah, of course. Of course, and a lot of people associate that as being. That's why a lot of people believe in the afterlife. That's why like reincarnation. Excuse me, reincarnation. That's why a lot of people believe in reincarnation, that they actually live there. Now, I personally myself don't think that fits the scheme of reincarnation. I personally think that fits more along the lines of a time travel
Man, I have
or a
another.
parallel universe.
I think I worked on this one like a month ago about reincarnation. It's another episode on Conspiracy Lab, and it covers the fact that planet Earth, it's actually it's hell. Basically, it's hell. You've got
Yeah.
heaven and hell,
Yeah.
right? And basically, there's a theory on came up with it like a month ago, where Earth is hell.
So it's here to kill us. It's here to kill us. It's certainly not made for humans. We don't belong on this planet, that's for sure. I mean, from volcanoes to earthquakes to hurricanes to tsunamis to floods to fires to diseases to famine to heat to cold, you name it. I mean, we human beings are not meant to be on this planet. That's for sure. So yeah, I could see it being hell.
Oh yeah. And even a couple of 100 meters down, if you go down a couple of hundreds of meters inside the Earth, we would be cooked. It's so hot. You don't have to go kilometers down.
You think?
Mhm. And that few hundred meters of earth that sits between that heat and us, that protects us from heat, radiation, and a lot of stuff that could kill us immediately. Yeah.
Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. There's nothing to kill me immediately. There's nothing to kill me immediately. I don't let nothing kill me. No, 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 no. It only kills me if I give it permission to kill me.
Man, I think 10 spiders will kill you immediately.
Well, no, just two or three spiders would kill me if they ganged up on me. I'm gonna die of a heart attack. You're gonna see the real bitch in me come out. I'm gonna be all female, but and I'm not talking the normal female. I'm talking the whiny kind. No.
When
Oh, for sure.
When it comes to deja vu, I think we actually, for a moment in life, we experience other dimensions of our reality, where we can actually see past, present, and future at the same time. Just saying. That's how you get that feeling that you already saw that, or you already knew that was gonna happen, because for a moment you live linearly, all times at once.
Did you just say vineyard?
I try to say linear.
That was perfecto. Perfecto.
but
Man,
but the Dracula came out as linear.
You know what? I'm more inclined to believe with deja vu because I think we've kind of all had it, right? If I was talking serious and somebody had a serious conversation and said, "What do you think deja vu is?" I'm going to sit here and I'm going to say, we don't use all of our brains, right? Now it's a debate whether we use 10%, whether we use 30%. I hear all kinds of numbers thrown out at you, so I'm not going to get into that. But let's say that we don't use the full capacity of our brain, and let's say that we don't know the total power of our brain. I think deja vu is that kind of a part of the brain that resides along with telepathy, for instance, that resides with, I think that we can actually see in the future to a point because of that whole time is relevant thing. And, time doesn't really exist. All of those things mixed together in a combobulation of shit, right? So I think deja vu is really our brain's ability to see moments or seconds or days in the future. And we don't realize it subconsciously. We're not understanding it. We don't see it. But when it actually happens, we're like, hey, wait a minute. I've been here before, because you saw it, But once you recognize it, you don't see it anymore. It goes away, right? Because that's you coming back from the subconscious part of your brain that is now feeding that information to you. That's you coming back from the subconscious saying, but wait a minute. And recognizing, now you're into the phase of recognition instead of the brain. I would say that's the most likely cause of deja vu, is the part of our brain that sees into a future that we don't understand. Kind of like, the CIA government has something called that. What do they call that? They call that Project, or the Astral, where they're teaching you to come out of your body. Astral projection. I think it's something like that. I think it's that kind of thing that, because all humans can do it, right? And the CIA has actual billions of dollars of study into this, right? And I think it's those moments that we accidentally do that astral projection and move ahead in time and see that and then come back. That's what I really think deja vu is. And I think I'm right. And that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it.
Man, Mihai, I put a link down in the comments. You don't have the guts to push it, to touch that link. You'll be amazed where it's gonna take you. You'll be amazed.
Man, how come my shit's not showing stats? People half the time, so both my eyes are on you right now. So you could say that about all life. All life is on life's edge of survival. All it takes to lose a species is a few degrees higher or lower, a virus, a change of environment in any way. We're lucky. Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, we're so fragile. And most people have no idea how fragile life on Earth really is. Us, especially.
But really, man, it's true. I mean, you can be here 1 second and gone the very next. But We don't see
Yeah.
it that way. We just, for some reason, don't see it that. And to me, that's a cool ability too. To me, that's an essential ability in a way. You know, because if we realized to be so ignorant to how fragile life is, yeah, that is actually an asset to humanity. Because if
Yeah.
we realized how fragile it was and how quickly we could go, if that just sat in our brains, we'd be afraid to do anything. Life would just stand still. Everybody be afraid to go out. Everybody afraid to drive a car. Everybody afraid to have fun or do an adventurous thing or, you know, ride in a boat because there's going to be you're going to capsize the boat and die or something. I mean, you'd be afraid to do anything if we
Yeah.
realized. I think.
Yeah, and there's
So-
another
so-
thing. There's another thing about us humans. Did you know that we are the only species on Earth that actually know that they're gonna die at one point?
Well,
From
how
the-
do you know that though?
Maybe animals know when they're close to death.
I think they do. I think birds know.
Yeah.
I
Dogs.
I
know
think
the way
dogs go away.
Yeah. But I don't think they know that from the moment they're, I don't know, a month old or 2 months old, like we know.
Well, I don't think a human. I don't think a human knows from a month old.
No, not a month old. I'm talking about dogs in a month old because they're quite big when they're a month old or 2 months old.
Uh-huh.
For us humans, it has to be a couple of years, 3-4 years, because for us it takes a long time to be able to think.
Okay. Okay,
You know-
and that's 21 years, and that's 21 years in a dog's life. I think that you don't think by 21 years the dog knows that they're going to die.
They know because they're gonna be old by then. We're not gonna be old at
No, it's 7 years of human life, right? For every dog life, right? So if a human realizes that 3 or 4 years old, that means a dog is 21, 21 or 28 years old, right? You don't think at 21 or 28 years old, 3 or 4 years old, a dog doesn't know that there's death on it
Yeah,
ahead
but,
for him? You don't think he
Yeah.
realizes that?
yeah, but the difference is that he's close.
Now you're talking about the.
At 5 years old, you're not close to that. You have another 80 years.
Yeah,
ahead
but you were saying that we are the only species that know we're going to die, and I'm trying to say you don't think a dog knows they're going to die, even if it's in 5 years from now. You don't think they know? The dog knows he's going to die.
I don't think he knows.
You know?
I think they know when they're close to it.
Mhm.
When they're close to that.
What-
When they're
What do
They
you say,
feel-
chat? What do you guys say? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to push. I don't know. I really don't know about that. I'm wondering where you heard that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not disputing it's true, because I
Yeah.
don't know the answer to that. It's an interesting theory, but I kind of think that I'm the opposite way. I think that almost all animals know that they're going to die eventually.
I don't think that they contemplate about death like we do.
No,
They think
that's
about
something
it
different.
like, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Like, is the end tomorrow? Is the end near? Is the end? Yeah, they don't worry about it. They don't think about it. I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Man, what are they saying in the comments, bro?
A lot. Let me go. Let me go.
Hey, no, mi sto pegando io.
So we have here halftime. Yes, we went through that. Couldn't agree more, Joey. We have to be able to stay blissful, ignorant, and what could happen in order to stay present. Yeah.
Yes, I think so. I think so too. Well said.
Let's go technical. Deja vu is basically just your brain internal operating system lagging for a millisecond. It's like when your computer freezes, reloads, and reloads the same image twice. I don't know what to say about that.
Huh,
I don't,
Like a buffering.
Yeah, buffering. But the thing is that you don't stop. You see the future. When you're buffering, you sit in place while time goes by. Deja vu,
Yeah.
it's different. In deja vu,
I
you
think
see
so
the-
too.
Yeah. Elephants and chimps mourn their dead and hold ceremonies. Yes, they do. Elephants actually bury leaves and stuff like that. They cry. Yes, you do have a point. Yes. I genuinely do think they know they'll die on some level.
Yeah, I agree with Chaz.
Yeah. They do not contemplate on that like we do.
They don't live on it, but they don't live on it, but they know it'll happen.
Yeah,
I think
don't
they know,
stress about
and I think they know when they're in danger of dying as well. Like if a
Yes.
hunter was pointing a gun at them, they know they're in danger of dying.
They know they're in
That kind of
danger.
thing. I think that,
They
yeah,
know they're in danger, but I don't think I'm gonna take it as far as dying. They sense danger. They sense danger, but
next time I see an
dying.
elephant, I'm going to ask him. Did you know I can talk elephant? Did you know I can talk elephant? I do it. Did you see? I talk elephant. I'm going to ask the next time I see one. No.
Your brain just accidentally hit the refresh button on reality, and now it's trying to pretend it didn't. It did it on purpose. It's a good theory.
It's an interesting take. Yeah, it's an interesting take.
But yeah, I think
Yeah, but I don't agree. No, I can't. I'm not going with it. I'm not doing it. Interesting theory. Keep up the good work. That's what we like to see. We like to see that go-get-em attitude.
Yeah.
Smash the like button.
What? Oh shit! Smash the like button.
Smash
If
the
I do
like
that, I'm going to
button.
break my phone. If I do that, I'm going to break my phone. I'm not going to do it.
Like and
Oh no! Now I'm in a hospital, honey. I'm in a hospital. Don't do that shit to me. There's two other guys in the room. Come on.
Epic.
What can I do? Man, that's what I like. I like to hear that effort. I mean, that is definitely like a reboot or a buffering. I hadn't thought about it from that level before. That maybe deja vu, like we see it, and yeah, maybe it did actually happen, and our brain took a second to reboot. Therefore, when we actually reboot, it really did just happen, and we're just. It's like if I pause you now on YouTube, and then unpause you 2 seconds later, 3 seconds later.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna watch the same shit, but you're already past.
Yeah, but you're gonna watch it in the past, not in the future.
Yeah, but I'm gonna watch it in the past. So that means if to go in Mihai's theory, though, you see, to go in Mihai's theory, that means that every time, if you went by his logic, see, I don't agree with him, because if you went by his logic, every time we had a deja vu, which is probably, I don't know what, 5, 6, 10 times in everybody's life, 10, 12 times in everybody's life, we lose that half a second. But who's to say it's a half a second? Maybe it's been 10 seconds lost, right? But that's time lost that now you are running your life behind real life. So that means really everything you do for the rest of your life is actually already happened. To go by that line of thinking that Mihai's given. That means that the rest of your life, you're always running a couple of seconds or milliseconds behind everybody else.
Mihai, let me tell you something. When you finish your robot, you know what? We're gonna bring you on stage. We're gonna bring you on stage, and you can show us your theory. You can prove it to us with your robot. How about that?
That sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan.
Okay,
You need to show me Mihai, otherwise you're full of shit. But a good theory. Keep it up. Keep it up. I do like it. It had me thinking for a second. I like to think. Ches is on it too, man. Ches is on it too.
Yeah. Ches is on. Yeah.
But I got to switch back because you're not reading, so I got to fucking read.
Yeah,
Let me finish the robot shit.
Yeah.
We don't have free will, and that our brains make decisions seconds before we're conscious of it. And our conscious minds make up reasons retroactively to convince ourselves that we had a choice. Holy fuck. I need to be stoned to read that. I need a stone to understand that, man. I really need a joint to understand that. We don't have free will. Agreed.
Yes.
And that our brains make decisions seconds before we're conscious of it. I agree with that too. I think our brains are a step ahead of us.
Yes, I think I'm gonna fight against it a little bit. It's not seconds, it's milliseconds. It's not seconds.
Okay, milliseconds. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, milliseconds. Okay. But the premise is the same, right? And our conscious minds make up reasons retroactively to convince ourselves that we had a choice.
Yeah, so basically basically, listen. Basically,
I'm fucking lost.
my brain. So let me explain it to you. So my brain sends the signal to my hand to bring the cigarette, so I can take a hit before a few milliseconds before I think that I want to get a hit from that cigarette. My brain already sent the signal to get the cigarette before I think about it. A few milliseconds. That's the theory, and I know it. I know it because I watched a documentary about it. Yeah.
Okay, but that theory can't be right either, because if your brain is sending that signal that you want that and you're reaching for it a millisecond beforehand, then
Yeah.
you're already thinking about it. You just don't realize you're thinking about it.
Before our conscious thinks about it, the brain already sends the seconds before you're conscious, and you think, man, I want another hit. Your brain already knows you want another hit, and he sends the signal to bring the cigarette before I say, but let me bring the cigarette. Basically, that's the
okay.
theory.
If that were the theory and that were to happen, why would that not happen with everything? You know, and everything. In other words, if it,
So basically,
No,
your whole life, your brain decides what you're gonna do milliseconds before you think about it. Basically,
yeah,
that's the
and I'm
theory.
saying that's bullshit. And I'm saying no, because there's times, because if you do that, that means I have a retarded brain. Okay, because my brain, if I did that every time I reach for something, you know, if, like, for instance, my brain says to me, hey, go jump off that bridge.
Yeah.
I'm going to fight back, right? I'm in my depression. I'm in a brain mode. I'm in a mode, and I'm going to say, I'm going to go jump off that bridge because I've had enough. But I fight back against my brain. And I say, I'm not going to do that. That's in conflict of what you're saying. My brain can't possibly know what I'm going to do because I'm conflicting. My own brain is conflicting with itself then. Right? Because I am fighting back, because my brain cannot possibly know what I'm going to do because I'm not doing it. They have me up on the edge of the building or the edge of the bridge to jump, but I'm fighting it back and I'm not jumping. So my brain doesn't know what I'm about to do.
Oh, he knows.
It knows what it wants me. It knows what it wants me to do, but it doesn't know what I'm going to do. Therefore, how can it retroactively put things into my head? Because it can't tell. It can't. I don't know how to explain it, but you know what I mean. It can't. You're talking milliseconds, but it cannot dictate to me what I'm going to do because I can fight that dictation. Therefore, it's not fallible. I mean, it is fallible. It has mistakes. It's wrong.
We're gonna have to do a deep dive into this. Maybe we're gonna do an episode on this.
Maybe. Okay.
It's an
I want to be high
interesting.
when we do it.
Oh, we must be. We must be on this type of subjects. You're gonna do the talking, and I'm gonna be sitting here like this.
There you go. That works. That works 100%. Just like that. And I'm going to have to go, well, you know what? You see, and that's the brain in action right there. That's the brain in action.
Man, I talk about everything inside my brain, but the body goes like. Chess says that this is a new scientific discovery that science has just confirmed. It's gone up from milliseconds to as much as 7 seconds now. Bae! I did not know that, Chess. I have to do a deep dive into it before I say I do not believe you, before I call bullshit on it.
Yeah. Well, wait a second. Yeah. I'm glad you said that, my brother, because I'm going to stop a little short. You were pretty harsh there. You're pretty harsh calling bullshit on Chesman. Ches is a pretty smart dude, man. He always has those foresight. You call him bullshit a little quick, but
that's why I said I'm gonna do a deep dive before I call bullshit on that one.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to deep dive nothing. I'm going to say, I'm just going to look at Ches and go, sources, give me your sources of that. Don't just freaking tell, because he might be a trumper. He might be a trumper. And if he's a trumper, he's going to do that. They all say, people say, it's been confirmed, you know what they say. They say that, right? So, and then when I need sources. I need sources.
But it says that it's not for all decisions, just some.
No.
but it's not for all thoughts and actions. Some reactionary actions, like
Yeah.
serving to avoid an accident, does not decide in the same way.
That sounds selective. That sounds like selective reasoning to me.
A little bit. A little bit. A little
Yeah,
bit.
Chaz, you know, I got nothing but respect for your comments, but you got to show me some proofs more than just saying they say and new scientific discovery. No, you got to show me some proof. Bring some proof up in here, Chaz, because no, you know what? My brother won't do it. I'll do it. Bullshit, Chaz. Bullshit. I went there. Bullshit. No,
Well,
he's trying to fool. He's trying to fool us, brother.
if your brain
He's
is
trying to
really
fool us.
seeing the future, Ben, you're way behind, Mihai. If your brain is really seeing the future during deja vu, it seems a bit rude that it only uses that superpower to make you feel confused for 5 seconds in a coffee shop. I think you're confused for 5 seconds in the coffee shop, not because of deja vu. It could be because of a doobie.
It could. It most likely is not even the fact that it could be. It most likely is. Man,
How can I get?
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't believe Ches is asking us this after so many times on our show. I just can't believe it. It's almost unbelievable. Almost unbelievable. You know, first of all, he can get a hold of us through the WhatsApp, right?
Yeah, man. Cheers.
Yeah. But how about It's Not Okay TV and our Telegram? We have. If you go to It's Not Okay, go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, Ches. If you scan the QR code on the top left corner, I don't know if I'm pointing right. It's in that corner, right? That QR code. If you scan that, it's gonna get you to our site where you have our Instagram, our Telegram, our. Yeah. Go on Telegram. That's the best thing. Go on Telegram, and we're gonna be there. We can discuss a lot more about your sources.
Yeah. If you go on Telegram, if you go there and you join our Telegram, right now there's only 9 or 10 people there. So if you join our Telegram, that's how you get a hold of me and Milo personally whenever you want to. We're there 7 days a week, all the time. Sometimes I sleep, sometimes he does, but we're always there. And if we don't answer you right away, we will get back to you in reasonable time. That's where you can get us all the time.
And I think on Telegram you can actually get the phone number, so you will have the WhatsApp as well.
Yeah.
Everything you need is right there on the QR code.
There you go. My brother, how long are you going tonight?
I'm at the last question.
Okay.
So this is the last question. If tonight was your last chance to say something to the world, what would you say?
What would I say if tonight was my last night to say something to the world?
Yeah.
8647.
88647 people type that. You know
No,
what?
8647.
8647.
No, my brother. Wait a minute. We here at It's Not Okay TV do not condone such languages in such numbers. We do not give numbers like that. That there was just for educational and humor purposes. We at It's Not Okay TV do not condone such things, and we will never allow that to happen. So, what I would honestly say is, I say they're here and they're back and they're real. That's what I'd say. I'd say they're real. They exist. Aliens exist. They're real.
Oh, yeah.
They're here, and that's what I'd have to say. So,
Chaz, there's not going to be a quiz tonight. There's not going to be trivia. Tonight is open mic night when we get together. Us, the chat, whoever wants to join us on stage, just bullshit, talk about different life stories, have fun, and nothing, no trivia, no quiz, no nothing.
Yeah.
Trivia is
Chaz,
on
Go ahead.
Thursdays and Sundays. That's when we have trivia.
Yeah, but we didn't have trivia last Sunday because obviously I'm not there. And also, we won't be having it this Thursday because we'll be having a special this Thursday. It's going to be one from the hospital, one from the beach. My brother will be at the beach. I'll be at the hospital. So we will be doing one and one there. We'll both be on our separate things, no studios, just so forth, so on. So there won't be a quiz because nobody's around. The trivia is on my computer, and it's not on my brother's computer, so he's unable to do that. And he's not going to be home anyway. So, yeah. That's where we are. Man, my brother, thank you for having me tonight. Thank you for everybody in the chat who's joined us. It's been fantastic.
Man, I'm glad you could make it even from the hospital bed. We really do appreciate your presence. You
My
is the
fucking
man.
neck is stiff. My neck is stiff from holding it up like this. I'm like, oh. Because if I put it down like this, I look all fat and old. So I had to hold it up like that.
And to answer the last question, like you did, so the question was, if tonight was your last chance to say something to the world, what would you say? I think I would say, take the vacation. You'll make the money back. Spend the time with your close ones. You're not gonna have time later on. Spread the kindness, spread the love, and we'll see you on next episode. But before we close, tonight we heard stories about luck, stories about chance, stories about moments that changed lives forever. Some people call it coincidence. Some people call it fate. Some people call it even destiny. The truth is, nobody really knows. What we do know is that life can change in an instant. One phone call, one conversation, one wrong turn, or one right turn. And tomorrow, any of us could wake up and experience the moment we'll be talking about for the next years. So, thank you everybody who joined us tonight, who shared their stories or listened to our stories. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, spread the kindness, spread the love. And we'll see you on our next episode. That will be Thursday, the special one from the beach, one from the hospital. My
But
brother.
I need to change my last word. I need to change my last words, man. Share,
Okay.
like, subscribe. If I had to die tonight, I would yell, share, like, subscribe. It's not okay, TV. Yes.
Chaz will say, I'll say, get outside and hug your family. That's a good choice of words.
But what's your family doing outside, though? You don't let them in the house?
Maybe they're having a barbecue.
Oh, they could be having what do they call it? A braai in South Africa.
Braai.
Maybe they're having a braai, bro. A
Maybe they're
braai.
having-
Yeah.
Sit inside, go outside, spend time with your family, hug them, tell them you love them, and that's the shit.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this, man? Always a good show. Well done, Milo. Screw you, Joey.
Screw you,
No,
Joe.
man. Oh, it says good to see you, Joey. I was like, what? Man, I'm
Yeah.
Joey Shits. That there, my brother Milo Giggles. Together we make shits and giggles over here at It's Not Okay TV. We say so long, farewell, but it's never goodbye. We'll catch you on Thursday.